The Land of Dawn will be witness. Will the Geek Fam pull an upset against the Sky Kings, or will the Sky Kings once again reign supreme? Here we go. Fnatic Onic against Geek Fam. Game number 1.
All right, Dawn, here we go. Let's see here. CW will rock the Purify alongside Massacre. So yeah, both gold laners here, they opt for it. Hey, you know what? I don't want to get CC'd. I'm going to play it safe.
Especially with the emphasis on the playmaking tools available for both teams. It's going to be important to have a Purifier available. But for Massacre though, he is going to be vulnerable to Kyrie. You can't really get away with a Purify from that Ling. But considering the tools he has at his disposal, like the Abyss Walker or the Spear of Misery, maybe that's fine, but look at Sans.
Very low. Oh! Flicker there to secure that kill. Expects aggression with the Natalia, and Beloy delivers.
The War Crime General back with a strong pick of his own, and Natalia draws first blood.
Look at on the top side though, a bit of an EXP play. Cutting of the waves from Veldora. Looking at the emblems here by IndieHome though. Tenacity for the side of Fnatic Onic. They know it's going to be scrappy. They know it's a brawl. Especially for Sans. He knows that with the Natalia around, that extra bit of tankiness might come in critical to kind of save his life. Look at Veldora though, already so active.
Very good Terrify here. A boy now will flicker out. Lippy disengaging earlier on. He wants to engage, but yeah, he is going to play it safe. And for the first minute here, still 1-0 for Geek Fam.
You can feel the aggression coming in from Geek Fam early on, and as you take a look at the talent predictions by the new application GoPay, unanimous decision except for Papulong, who is well known for his, against the current picks.
Never going with the flow, Papulong. But look at the play from Onic, man. They're already shadowing Beloyski by sending Keyboy around. As long as that Hylas is in the picture, it's going to be so difficult for Beloyski to really get the same kind of pressure. But this mid lane is dangerous. The Valentina and the Natalia, it's a lot of playmaking, it's a lot of burst damage as well. Fnatic Onic need to be very concerned about this, especially if they're intending to go for this turtle play with Keyboy already so low on HP.
At least for the Moscow now, Massacre has that level for the spear already exerted. So now they know they don't have the Moscow to be able to join the fight, but Beloyski again just trying to wreak havoc. Kyrie looking for a play.
Kyrie, it's personal, man. It's going to be Beloyski targeted. And it seems like now Beloyski looking for an escape. Brano, airborne! Tempest the Blade, though, will get him out. CW secures that kill. Keyboy quite low, but a boy cannot finish the job. FNOC equalizing.
Risky play coming in for Fnatic Onic, but they want to shut down Beloyski that badly. They technically gave up the turtle as well, because Ludwig was kind of starting it up, but then Vincent comes in and secures it. So that is a trade-off that Fnatic Onic decide is important enough. They even slow down the farming speed for Kyrie because they let go of that orange buff. So this Natalia pick, again, it's sketchy, but Beloyski always knows how to make it work. 1,000 gold lead, and now CW.
Now 2v1. Woo. But it seems like they will not be able to assassinate CW just yet here. And FNOC here, they are quite stable now. Oh, in the mid lane though, it's going to be a 4v0. Even with the Purify, Sans will not be able to escape.
No Purify actually, no Flicker used as well.
Flicker,
Sans,
right.
They just accepted his fate immediately right there. And look at the play coming in from a boy. Looking for information, looking for ways to kind of leverage that man advantage. But if you saw the stat earlier, by the way,
oh my god,
100% win rate still for Beloyski on the Natalia, but it was picked a long time ago. And technically, there are some changes to this Natalia pick as well.
Yeah, speak of the devil. The last time he picked it up was MPLID Season 11. But from 5 picks, the hero still boasts a perfect win rate. So Fnatic Onic might be careful here.
Glorious pathway popped now. Massacre will not be able to escape as Keyboy will lock him down. And that will be it. Geek Fam, they know that they're ahead in economy, so yeah, let's not force a fight more, especially Massacre isn't around.
Oof. For Fnatic Onic, that's a lot of damage there. I think Massacre was kind of saving up, trying to make sure that he has the cooldown coming in for the Abyss Walker over the wall, but there's just too much damage coming in from Fnatic Onic. And with CW on the Bruno, he is gonna get that 2-item power spike a lot earlier. That is something that Geek Fam needs to be very concerned about, but Beloyski
is in the vicinity now.
Oh,
good stun. Now another stun on towards Beloyski. The damage will be enough, should be, to take him down again. Beloyski very aggressive. Now Kyrie and Ludpi will not be able to find the steal, but Ludpi soaking damage against 3 members, and that is more than enough to take Ludpi down.
Fnatic Onic has to address so much issues in their table. Look at the pressure exerted by Geek Fam. They're looking to assassinate Masako.
Very low as well with the Eternal Guard hunting him down, but Eldora almost taken down as well. And the Eternal's Guard Lord almost took one down. Now Keyboy locking one down. It's going to be Beloyski receiving a lot of damage, getting out as well. But Fnatic Onic want the structure bot side. They will not force it though. Beloyski and Masako looking for a defense. Good Eternal's Guard by a boy. But that will be all. Structure still standing.
In fact, a structure falling to Vincent on the top side. The fact that they're able to clear out the lanes is great. 1v1 play from Veldora right there. But Kyrie is still able to take it up. It's a great choice here from Fnatic Onic to go for these heroes. Because you saw earlier, Beloyski was coming in concealed and they couldn't hit him. But CW kind of slid with a tackle to expose him. So there are ways for Fnatic Onic to try and make that happen. But they are forced to spend so much time and effort to get this Natalia. And in the end of the day, it's still a roamer. Even though you see him getting killed twice here, it's still only 200 gold ahead, Keyboy, in the situation.
Yeah, he's going for that Heptases as well, itemizing towards it. Just gives him that extra assassination, you know, the boost to get the kills and the damage out as well. Now, speaking about Beloyski, he has been the creator, the conductor of most of the chaos happening in the line of Dawn. He was just pulling so much players of Fnatic Onic as they look to force it in play.
Oh, that's a good investment. Wave Dragon on towards one, but the damage isn't there. Glory's pathway sounds in trouble, but good cover. Vincent running away, good stun, but the damage isn't enough to take him down. Now Veldora looking to provide cover. Masako free hitting, but the damage will not be enough just yet. Beloyski wasn't able to find the assassination, and that is a boy just being the sole casualty.
That's a decisive play coming in from Sans there, flickering in aggressively, even though he can kind of save it for a defensive play. He knows that the timing was important. They were able to get that pick off and immediately translate it to a turtle. And despite Geek Fam's best efforts, when it comes down to a full-on team fight, they're still struggling to try and deal with Keyboy and his sustain here, especially with the Revitalize. Looking at the items, no real source of damage of regeneration reduction just yet. Maybe the Dominus Eyes soon coming in from Veldora, but everyone else, they're still waiting to reduce that Hyla sustainability.
And the problem with Geek Fam was always, the critics against them, was they were always losing objectives in MPL ID Season 14. Speaking of which, in their match against EVOS, out of 8 turtles, they only got 2. And now against Fnatic Onic, they're able to capitalize their lead.
Beloyski figures out, but I'm not sure he has enough resources to get out. Kyrie, this is a hunting game. Who will take the kill? Beloyski will fall. Kyrie secures it and also secures a Hask Claw. So yeah, it's going to be very tough to take Kyrie down. But take a look at Vincent here, very proactive, taking the jungles as well.
Look at how much attention that Beloyski is drawing. They're able to get their hands on their orange buff, and now Veldora looking for another engage.
Yep, we're dragging Eternal Guard. Moskov! Masako is in the fray as well now. He will not commit the Sphere of Glory, and they will not engage more on that fight.
Great play coming in from Fnatic Onic to delay, to kind of stall out that fight. You can see Geek Fam struggling, and despite the fact that Fnatic Onic are sending out so much resources, so many players to take out Beloyski, we saw that structurally, at least, Geek Fam are winning, but look at the goal difference, it's only 500. So the farming game from Fnatic Onic is allowing them to do so.
Yeah, it's insane how Geek Fam, you could say they're balancing out Fnatic Onic in that macro department, and now Game Fact, by our new application GoPay, Moskov was Masako's winning hero when he won MPL ID Season 9. In that season, Masako used Moskov 3 times with a win rate of 100%, so still so good, but now, Fnatic Onic.
Yeah, I mean, Veldora, he wasn't even able to use that flicker in time. With a man down, I'm not sure Geek Fam will be able to contest, and they will concede that Lord.
Great play coming in from Fnatic Onic to rush immediately to the neutral objective. You're concerned about the mobility, you're concerned about the assassins coming in, the flanks from Beloyski, the play coming in from Veldora with the Way of the Dragon pickoff. But when you kind of force Geek Fam to rotate to walk into you when you're doing the neutral objective, you can see that it's so punishing. Because Veldora, he has a flicker, no Purify, so he's still vulnerable to getting bursted down just like the way we saw earlier. And now with the Lord, Fnatic Onic has the pressure, and they're going to try and equalize.
Oh, they get the turret though down bottom as the Lord marches as well top side. And Fnatic Onic, they're trying to look for a play, but CW gonna be fine.
Very intelligent there with the Purify. Perfectly timed. Oh, and Beloyski now hunting Sans in the backside. Oh, that's a good cover there. They were expecting Beloyski. Suddenly finds the worldie on towards Beloyski, and more structure will fall here. FNLC, they're dominating the game.
That was a close call. Beloyski saw a chance, but the block coming in from Sans, but no, Lutpi gets kind of low, tries to force to stay for the turret, but Geek Fam will be able to defend it. Like I said earlier, it's great play coming in, but avoid.
The damage will be enough. Oh, now the spear of destruction finds Keyboy now. Vincent wasn't able to find assassination. Veldora jumping in. Tempest the Blade popped as well. Geek Fam, they will be able to back the damage, and yeah, Lupi was the only casualty there.
It's insane how Geek Fam is waltzing with the Sky Kings right now. They're evening out in all departments, the players of Fnatic Onic, so Geek Fam still, they remain competitive, even losing out in that kill department. So Geek Fam, they also still have that late game potential in the hands of Masako and Beloyski when he gets his 2 or 3 items.
Well, Boy now has the glowing wand though, so Keyboy needs to be a bit more careful with the defenses, but Kyrie is scaling, already at level 15, now with the BOD on top of the Berserker's Fury and the Has Claw. That's a lot of burst damage and a lot of DPS as well. Look at the basic attacks, just nuking down his targets. That can happen the same way to Masako or Beloyski. So Geek Fam, despite having all these scary assassination tools, they have to be careful that they don't fall to the hands of Fnatic Onic's assassins instead.
Yeah, Fnatic Onic, they still are able to erect that tier 1 turret mid-side. As Veldora, again, you really want him to look for a play, to look for an engage, a strong way of the Dragon, which we have not yet able to see in this first game. As Fnatic Onic, they're also very wise, so conservative come the mid-game.
Wow.
Especially when they know Geek Fam, they're pretty strong. This is where their forte is.
I mean, look at how Fnatic Onic are playing here. They're just checking out every single bush. They know they have strong frontliners, and they're using Sans as a scouting tool. And to make things worse for Geek Fam, they still have the Ling. They can kind of clear the wave, match Beloyski 1v1, and still take it, use that macro play, the Finch Poise, to just go around and go for the Lord. You're seeing it again right here, and Fnatic, they're forcing Geek Fam into action.
Can they blitz the Lord though? I think so. But the conceal as well, yeah, they will get the Lord for free. Geek Fam, 0 time to react.
They're not contesting the Lord in that stage of the game as well. It's so hard for them to really get their hands on the Lord, especially when you have a Cho and then you don't have that heavy engage coming in that roam area. So they have to really bank on just kiting Fnatic Onic back to try and fight them. But for Fnatic Onic, they have that enabler. Or rather, the engages coming in from the Terizla or even the Sans with the Vixana.
Look at damage output as well though, with the crits coming in from the Ling and the Bruno. There's just so much damage coming in. Glorious pathway though.
Very aggressive, good Terrify as well now. Oh my goodness, a boy obliterated. Now Fnac, they will hunt Masako in the back line. Oh, good juke there. But Kyrie wasn't able to find the assassination. Beloyski now terrified, everything put on towards him, but he survives. The Lord now will try to target the base turret, and it seems like Geek Fam, they will not be able to defend the base turret bottom side. Now Geek Fam still defends with 4, but they will be able to take care of the Lord. Knock, they will shift their focus. Oh, good opening by Veldora with the way of Dragon. Look, he falls. Beloyski backside will try to hunt Samso with a crowd. The outplay, but the damage will come through, and Geek Fam, they retaliate.
The war crime general stages a coup d'etat, but Kyrie's there.
Oh, finds one, looking for 2. Oh, the cancellation. Tempest the Blade though will secure the double. And that will be all. Kyrie finds 2.
See you later. Kyrie goes straight in, equalizes sort of, but it's still gonna be a great value play for Fnatic Onic. Getting that base turret means that Beloyski's peskiness in the Land of Dawn can be mitigated, but he bought so much time right there. Kyrie though.
Yeah. No ult though. Oh, he will jump back just to clear the Lord. A minute for the Lord. And Geek Fam, they're not in a really bad shape.
Yeah, now we can take a look at Geek Fam's retaliation. They're still able to really defend the base, even not losing that mid-tier 3 turret at least, while the bottom side has fallen. But now Geek Fam, it feels like they're holding on to their items as well. What are their winning conditions now, Arashi?
Winning conditions is to try and make the same play, right? Allow Baloyski as the roamer to try and enable the backline, to try and disable actually the backline of Fnatic Onic. Because earlier, CW and Kyrie were trying their hardest to take him out, but with the smoke screen, he was just immune there, and he was buying so much more time. I think for Fnatic Onic, they're gonna make Sans. They're gonna leave Sans to be the sole person to try and deal with Baloyski, and everyone else will be focusing on doing damage. If Geek Fam can kind of force the issue, make sure that CW and Kyrie use their burst, you know, ineffectively against Baloyski, that could be the win condition. We can see the exact same situation we saw earlier, and maybe the macro play coming in from the Spear of Destruction of Masako can still kind of allow Fnatic Onic to kind of lose out when it comes to the rotations.
This Lord will be so crucial. Geek Fam, they have to set their sights on this.
Yeah, Moldora now will find the Wave Dragon, but the Lord will be taken down. But CW falls first. Now Kyrie looking for a kill onto his Masako. With Tempest to Blade, finds it. But a boy and Vincent, they wreak havoc. Kyrie still has damage, finds the triple, looking for the baby. And finds it. Now Baloyski left man standing, but he shuts Kyrie down.
The crown in his head as the Sky Prince descends and gets a maniac, but Baloyski, the big bad evil, looking to hold the minions in place, looking for that cut in the back as Fnatic Onic march on the base. Only Keyboy and Sans.
10 seconds for Veldora, 14 for Masako. They will look to clear the base turret in the mid, but the Lord is still very healthy. Glorious pathway, they want to end with Keyboy and Sans, but no, they will not. Baloyski and Veldora now trying to defend with the Lord very much healthy, and Masako is there just in time to make the Lord clear.
Oh, so close. The Fnatic Onic, they almost end the chapter here for Geek Fam, almost faltering as the Lord taken down. The players of Geek Fam, they respawn.
That's the patient play coming in from Fnatic Onic though. They know that Geek Fam, of course, when Baloyski is on an assassin, there's always the chance for a big play, a crazy play to happen. But Fnatic Onic have confidence that they have all the tools, they have all the macro objectives, and the next Lord is going to be spawning on the side of Geek Fam that actually is close to the base turret. So now Fnatic Onic can kind of play the waiting game, can try to do the same exact thing to try and shut down Geek Fam.
Again, they still have that global presence in the hands of Masako. They can really work out the far lanes, but you're up against Ling, who can be very quick arriving in the team fight. So for Fnatic Onic, they also have that presence, but for Geek Fam, they have to hold their hands as they look to defend this base.
Glorious pathway pops now, oh good. Jekundo, but now Veldora in trouble alongside looking. It's going to be a trade. Baloyski from the flanks looking for Kyrie. Tempest to Blade Force. Keyboy still holding on. Fear of Destruction does not connect. And that is Geek Fam and FNOC trading EXPs.
Multiple assassination attempts coming in from Baloyski to really just, you know, silence Kyrie. Is this going to be the name of the game for Geek Fam and Baloyski?
It has to be. That is a Natalia with 5 items, by the way, if you count the boots. There's still one more item possible for Baloyski to build on this Natalia, and you saw how close he got to assassinating Kyrie when he's only a roamer with 4 items. So the longer this game goes, the more Fnatic Onic needs to be careful to try and ensure that they don't get caught lacking here. They have to try and use Keyboy, use the rest of the members to try and zone away Baloyski. And in fact, maybe itemizing for something like a Winter Crown. Now that it's adaptive, now that it can give you both physical and magical damage, you can kind of build it here to really shut down Baloyski, to try and buy some more time.
Yeah, the question becomes whether or not Baloyski will be able to weather that first line of defense from Fnatic Onic, you know, Tempest of Blades, and then the Winter Crown that can really halt his assassination. Kyrie smells blood as Geek Fam, they progress and advance towards the Lord.
Yep, now still with the flanks. Baloyski flickers out, but they will blitz the Lord. Kyrie jumps back to the Lord pit. Veldora now stunned to up. Oh! Execution! Leonardo, that Vincent finds it! But take a look at the fight. Sans now flickers out of the way. Veldora again will fall. Not just yet, but it's going to be Baloyski. Actually, is the only casualty in the fight. Veldora. Oh!
So close! Geek Fam, they swing it around. And this time everything is in their hands. The gold lead and also the Lord.
Now with Boise done for 30 seconds, it's almost like Fnatic Onic needs to try and find a play when that pesky Natalia isn't on the field. Veldora here needs to be very careful.
Oh, very, very sneaky. Gets caught though. Now the damage will come through. Veldora falls. A man down in the offense. That Lord will be irrelevant.
Look at the mid lane though. Vincent is trying to get a turret there.
Vincent.
But he might be a bit too far ahead. A boy gets slowed.
Glorious Pathway will not find the escape route now with the Tempest. The Blade, no!
A boy!
A boy survives!
The IMU helps him get that glorious pathway for himself, and he's able to run around and run away. Masako teleports in. Thankfully though, he won't pull the trigger any longer.
Great sequence of events for Geek Fam there. Getting a turret and getting the Lord. Now it's getting more equal than ever. And Beloyski not really completing the final item yet. But with the death timer of Veldora kind of mismatched. There wasn't a window there for Fnatic Onic to try and force the issue. But now it's back to that waiting game. It's back to Geek Fam proactively looking for that play. And Fnatic Onic just forced by pure composition to kind of try and react to it. Looking at the damage dealt here by Kadea, so CW definitely has an insane amount of damage output, but he's just completely zoned away by Beloyski. So Fnatic Onic, they've had different approaches here. They've had Sans using the Eternal Guard to try and get Beloyski even, but it's not really working out. So they have to try and work a different solution here. Maybe CW moves forward with the team. Maybe change it up. Use Ludpi to try and deal with Natalia, because he isn't really bothered by that smoke screen.
Yeah, they have to protect the President here, protect him from an assassination attempt. Again, Beloyski so good on target selection. It's either Kyrie or CW or even Sans at most of the times. In Geek Fam, it looks like they're able to stabilize everything, and a 2.3k gold lead, which becomes irrelevant at this stage of the game. But at least Geek Fam, they can dictate the tempo and even move further in the far lanes, as all turrets except that bottom side for Fnatic Onic is taken down.
For Fnatic Onic, the big issue is that their lack of real big engage. I mean, this is why a boy on the Valentina is also a great pick. Any other mage wouldn't be able to steal with the Glorious Pathway, to dash away twice, by the way. But the Valentina just gives you so much more survivability on top of playmaking. And you're seeing Fnatic Onic, even when they feel like, okay, they see Masako, they see maybe Beloyski on the far side, they can't really get a reliable catch. And now it's back to that Lord play, and you can see that they have a screen ready to try and spot out Beloyski.
See though, Masako will slowly join the vicinity, and yeah, Fnatic Onic, they are now, they're opening with the Veldora. Flicker does not find the mark, but that's a huge Jaikundo! Sans falls, Lupi as well. Take a look at Masako, he's really hitting in the backside, P-Boy. Should be next, Immortality will be, oh my god! With the wind of nature, Masako!
Oh my goodness!
The secret sauce of Geek Fam. Welcome to the revolution of rookies.
Oh, they're able to dethrone 4 members of the Sky Kingdom. But Geek Fam, they're still unable to end the game, at least for now. Kyrie, the foundation, the building block that's keeping the castle together.
What was that, man? Did you just see a 4, almost 5-man Eternal Guard by a boy? That kind of swung things in the favor of Kyrie. Whoa, what did he do?
Tempest the Blade. Damage is there, but the cancellation with the Way of Dragon will find the wipe out.
They're able to get their hand on the Lord now, the wipeout as well for Geek Fam. The revolution surging in their veins, led by the war crime general himself. Will they be able to dethrone the Sky Kings? At least for now, it looks like they will be able to do just that.
The tough challenge, but Geek Fam are en route to try and do so. In this late stage of the game, they have acquired an 8k gold lead against Fnatic Onic. Now with the outplayed tools, the Wind of Nature built by Masako, there's one more chance for them to try and make a decisive play. Now Fnatic Onic though in their base, it's going to be a lot more difficult for Geek Fam to get a massive engage, to get a big flank, because they are in vision of Fnatic Onic.
gonna be Veldora jumping in.
The spear.
Oh, spear of the destruction is there. Massico finds the turret. Oh, that's a huge knockup, and Lupi melts it down. Vincent finds the Mega. The Lord is still A-OK. Veldora jumping in again, and Geek Fam, they will look to close the game. Veldora flickers out.
The
damage.
crystal!
The crystal! The secret sauce finds the turret, and game number 1 goes to Geek Fam.
A revolution underway. The general and his soldiers, they dethrone as the Sky Kings in game number 1 as they take the lead. It's Geek Fam 1-0 against Fnatic Onic.
Good old Geek Fam with the war crime in the role position. Valoisky has done it again. What a change right here. We talked about how they hesitate, how the Lord Dances hasn't really been as reliable. But when Valoisky is in action there, you're seeing a whole new Geek Fam, a throwback almost to the good old Geek Fam that can always persevere in the late game and find that one moment to flip the script completely.